All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Spruce Farm. This will be the last episode, pretty much the last video I do of Farm Sim 22. We are at the end of September in real life also. Now we're going to go into winter on this episode and sell off all of the products that we have sitting around the farm that are ready for sale. You can see we're down to $125,000. I've had to spend some decent amount of money repairing the tractors, getting things done. I got the fields all limed since last time, and you'll see a little clip as I'm done with this little intro of us doing some work. But I got the fields limed, and then I also rented a cultivator and got them cultivated. And we will see at the end of the year, early January, I think actually February might be the last month, because we have to sell definitely into January. And we'll see what we come out with as far as what we made for the year and where the farm stands. And that's with purchasing a new tractor and also a sprayer. I'm guesstimating we'll be somewhere around the $500,000 to $600,000 mark. And we still have animals going and stuff like that. So there's, this farm's making decent money. But we did spend some money, more money than I wanted to this year. And I'm still going to have one big repair because the tractor that I'm using to cultivate is getting a lot of wear and tear on it. That's the big case. And that guy is out here and he's ready to start, I believe, the final field. We're done. Yeah, he's out there. We're done with these fields, but we have one more field to do. So I'm going to go ahead and leave you to this montage and you guys can see the finale. And then we got some talking to do. All right. So that brings us up to date. So what's going on with Arthur's channel? Well, we are hoping to be able to cover Farm Sim 25 right before it releases. I usually get like 3 days to 5 days of early access before they release it. But as some of you know, and some of you don't know, but I'm going to share it with you now, we are going through some crazy stuff. And I've been looking for a job. Most of you know that for the last, almost a year now since I lost my job last year. And I've just not been able to find a job. So we're pretty much, oh yeah, see, look, this tractor's like, we're going to have to stop and service it now, actually. We've really worn the heck out of it. I'm running out of time. We have to start paying our mortgage again at the end of November. And so we have 2 months left before either I can find a job or it all falls apart. And so I decided, instead of just letting it fall apart, we are going to be proactive. I do have a decent amount of equity in my house. I've been here for almost 20 years. The market has gone up significantly since we bought the house. And I've paid off about a third of my original loan. So because of that, we have, like I said, a decent amount of equity in the house. So it doesn't make any sense for us just to throw that away because I couldn't find a job. So what we've decided to do instead is to downsize. We are going to sell this house, and we're going to purchase an RV and a small plot of land, or a large plot of land, honestly, about 10 times the size of our current plot, maybe 20 times the size, out west. I've always wanted to live in Arizona. I absolutely love it out there. It's one of the most beautiful places in the world, and every time I go there, I feel like I'm coming home. So we've decided to make the move. My wife, my baby, oops, hang on. Sorry about that. Eliza slipped on a wet floor in the kitchen and bonked her head and was screaming bloody murder. She's okay, but she just did not like that feeling, so made it clear that she was very unhappy about bonking her head. We're going to take a break here and fix our tractor. This is going to be like probably $20,000. It's cost us almost $45,000 to get these fields cultivated. I don't know if it's just because the tractor's getting old. Let's see how many hours it has on it. I didn't pull far enough in. Anyway, she's caterwauling now. It's got almost 55 hours. That's really high for this game. Yeah, $30,000 of repairs. Ouch. God. Oh, it's sucking me dry. It might be time to replace this with that money that we make this year. And get something with lower hours, because that's really, really high. Like I said, to do this cultivating, it's cost me almost $100,000 to keep the tractor at 100%. Not 100, 50,000. Anyway, we're going to purchase an RV, used, very used, and make the trip out to Arizona. We're going to take the time to get the land set up so that we can live on it. We're looking for properties that have electricity on them already. Obviously, we're going to have to put in sewer. We're going to have to put in a water tank. The way they do things out there is they have water services that deliver. They have water trucks that deliver water to your house. You put in like a 5,000 gallon tank, and they come and fill it up for about $200, and that lasts you 3 to 5 months. And then you can bring in drinking water, or you can drink from that. But we're probably just going to have to get like bottled water in droves and supply ourselves with that for drinking water. And it looks like it's going to be, it's going to be an interesting, probably kind of scary thing. But at the same time, I think it'll be fun. And like I said, I've always wanted to live out there, so it'll be a good thing. But with the sale of our house, we should have enough money to not only get the motorhome and get set up on the land, but also to put like a nice 2 or 3 bedroom trailer. So I'll use the motorhome as an office, and even maybe, use it for YouTube for content, traveling around and doing stuff for YouTube. So changes that are coming to the channel. Obviously, we are going to try to do some live video of us doing the trip. So what I'll do is I'll probably record the whole thing and then edit together like a series, a vlog series, and release it early next year, or at the end of this year, so you guys can see our trip and see where we are and what we're doing. And then, a typical homesteading stuff where we show you what we've done to the property and what we're planning on doing, and you guys can stay abreast of that situation. Look, doing the repair did not fix the tractor all the way. That is a sure sign that we need to get this tractor replaced. Unless, that might be the cultivator. Let's see. Yeah, that's the cultivator. Okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and, I think, hire a worker. There we go. So, we'll be doing that. We'll continue to do Farm Sim, Truck Sim, and all the other games that we've been doing. I may add some in. I may pull some out. One of the goals that I have when I get out there is to make better video. We've been doing a lot of quantity over quality on the channel, and I really, really don't want to have that going on. I'd rather have shorter videos that are better edited, maybe having more content, but that means it'll have to be less. So instead of me just recording me and Micah playing on the farm for hours and popping that up on YouTube, I would rather do that with Micah, but then cut the video down to like a half an hour or something like that, and really edit it. And that way, Micah and I will do 3 or 4 play sessions over a month, and then like each month you'll get like a farm update, or each week, something like that. We'll figure out what the interval is, but I really want the content to be better on the channel, and so I'm going to start really working to make better content, and also to do more editing. But once again, that means less videos, because obviously there's more work that goes into making heavily edited videos. But things like where you might see an entire year or 6-month period in a single video. So Mike and I will play, 6 months on the farm and then make it all into a single vlog. Like, here was our summer, here was our fall, and that way you guys don't have to watch, 20 episodes of the same day. So that's the idea. And I'm also excited about Farm Sim 25 coming. We have a lot of crazy stuff coming out with all the games that we like. Lots of DLCs, lots of new content. We got Farmers Dynasty 2 coming. I'm really looking forward to that. At some point, my winter car is going to be here. we're looking forward to that. You know, all kinds of cool stuff. So anyway, things are going well. Like I said, I don't want you guys to be scared for us or anything, but there is a little bit of fear in what we're doing because obviously it's all new and it's going to be a little crazy, a little cray-cray. But we're going to get it done, and I think it'll be a good time when all is said and done. So anyway, hope you guys are going to enjoy the rest of this episode. I'm going to go ahead and get the streamers up so you'll see us chatting here and there. And we will get through the rest of this year and figure out what we're going to do at the end of the year, how much we're going to make, and then do we buy a new tractor possibly and see what that costs. And is it, you know, maybe it's time to upgrade. So, all right, guys, see you in a few minutes. All right, so we have our tractor all finished, and I'm done with this cultivator. We'll clean it up, and I'll call the dealership to have them come pick it up. We'll do the final repair on our tractor. Once again, though, I have had to, just so you guys know, because I know there's a lot of people watching that weren't watching at the beginning, this tractor I used to plow all 4 of these fields, or to cultivate. In doing so, it needed almost $50,000 of repairs to do said cultivating. So to me, I feel like it might be time to get a new tractor because the way Farm Sim works is that as the tractor gets older, it needs to be repaired more often. And so we're getting to that point where it's needing a lot of repair for a little bit of work. And I think it might be time to trade it. We've had it this whole series. Well, that repair is not too bad. Maybe we could try to get another year out of it. I don't know. I really, it's hard to know because it's going to be like $400,000 or $500,000 to replace this tractor. So it's got 55 hours on it, which I know in real life that's not much, but in the game, that's quite a bit of hours. So. Oh, yeah. Oh, dear. My credit's already wrecked, Bowtie, so as we've talked about before, I'm not worried about that part, but we're good there. But, yeah, you got to watch that because we have to make sure that they're all happy. I don't think that I'm going to, I mean, I'll miss the lake. I don't think I'm going to miss the sticky hot weather. I really hate humidity. And Ohio just lately has been, the last couple of years, it has been so humid during the summer. It's just gross. Even now, it's cool outside and it's still gross. I hate humidity. And I don't like the allergies either. So I don't know. I mean, I'll miss having water, though. Definitely, I will miss water. I will. I mean, but with water, you get humidity. So it's kind of a catch-22. It is funny. My aunt lives in Texas, and she said, she says to me, she comes up here and she's like, I forgot like how beautiful. She hadn't been up in years. And she's like, I just forgot how beautiful this area is. Like, it is just so pretty. She's like, you actually, you know, everything's green and alive. And I was like, yeah. So anyway, we got to make a decision. We're down to $90,000. It cost me to get these fields back into shape. It cost me almost $120,000 to get them limed and cultivated. That is just crazy. That's a crazy amount of money. But we're done. And the fields are together. They're producing a lot of money. But that is, I'm just shocked at how much that cost. So give me 1 second here to return a cultivator. There we go. So we're going to start fast-forwarding days and seeing what we can sell on each day, and let's go ahead and do that. So the channel folks and I have decided, well, actually, I just decided that we are going to, I didn't realize the grass was going to be ready again. It's October, and we really, really could use, wait, let's look at the thick calendar one more time because it's going to take a month or two to get it. Let's just double-check this, but I think we can get one more round of silage off, and that will make a lot of money. Silage is selling it, yeah, I mean, we'll make good money. Definitely not as good as on some maps, but let's see the price fluctuation. It reaches its peak in January, which is when it'll be ready. So we'll mow it now and leave it on the fields, and then we'll collect it. So I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. This would be a good chance to test the tractor out too, and see how our like how much damage it takes doing this mow. Because once again, when you cultivate, it really is hard on the tractor. So I'm wondering if it prorates. And so I'm trying to find any reasons not to sell this tractor, because I feel like this tractor has been a staple of the farm forever. But there does come a point when it probably is worth selling. Let's see. It looks like we're set to middle. That's good. He does it. All right. And off we go. So we're going to mow and bale. It won't take long. We'll just get that done. It's worth it. It is worth it. Dang it. It better be worth it. So I was kind of worried that this tractor would have taken a lot of wear and tear doing the mowing, but honestly, it only did maybe $1,000 or so, maybe less. We'll have to take a look and see. That's probably also including the mowers. I'm interested to see what the actual repair cost on the tractor itself is. So we'll go over to the garage and see that. Why can't I fold this? No. What the hey? Fold. There we go. Okay, so we're going to run over and we'll check it out. All right, let's clean her up. I just don't know what to do about this tractor. Let's see what the valuation is once I fix it up, like what they're saying it's going to be sold for. Because that's going to make it... Nope, can't do it. Dang it. I want to lower the mower without unfolding it. Ugh, I would get through. All right. So this needs $6 of repair. This needs $32. And so it cost me about $1,000 to mow that lawn. That's pretty expensive. I don't know what it would be like, though, if it was low hours. Gosh. Oh, what did they say the value was, too? Now, don't forget, we will get a higher value at the shop, I think, than we do here. No, we can't sell here, so it's not telling us what it's worth. Oh, $141,000. That's not bad. So if we can knock $141 off the price of a new one, let's take a look at the shop and see what new ones are. So... seeing what the new ones are. Oops. It's a little tight in here. A little tight. Probably should have come in from the other side. Maybe that would have been a better idea. Ugh, dang it. Okay, try this again. We'll come back and get that. There we go. So I'm still kind of on the fence about what to do with this tractor, if we should sell it or keep it. Once again, we'll have made very little profit on the year if I buy another tractor, because I'm thinking we're probably looking at the $300,000 to $500,000 range to replace this tractor. If we go up a size, which we could, I don't really see necessarily a reason to go up in size, though, because this tractor's pretty big enough for this farm. You could use slightly larger equipment, but all the equipment that we have on the farm works with this tractor, and we're not really upgrading any of the equipment, so hard to know what to do. Let's take a look at the shop real quick, and once again, we'll make final determination when that's over, but I want to see in what we got for tractors. We want to go by case. Always get the biggest and the best. It's moving really slow. So, there's a lot to pick from. These are going to be medium sized. We're still going to want to match the size. So it looks like we could go Steigers. That's $500,000. Row track we wouldn't need. So once again, we'd be looking at replacing it with another AFS Connect. And with the bigger motor, 435, 367. So we'd be paying. Actually, that's not that bad. With 150,000 back on the other tractor, we'd only be paying 150,000. I want to be Design US. That's free though. Probably Power Shift. Oh, that's cool though. I didn't realize you could pick CV versus 417. I want the most powerful, so power drive. This yeah, but that costs a lot more. So now we're jumping from paying 150,000 to this costing, if we go with the AFS Connect, now we're talking 350. You know what I mean? Like you're going from 150 to the to a lot. Yeah, I mean, but this is a bigger tractor. And this also, I don't like the way the quad tracks handle. I think we're going to stick with the AFS series, or maybe I'll just keep the tractor. But honestly, let's see. Once again, it cost me $80,000 I'm sorry, $60,000 to do the cultivation in repairs. So honestly, 2 or 3 seasons it'll pay for itself. So I don't know. It's hard to know what to do, but it's still making us money. So I think the tractor stays. All right, let's get these bales done. The tractor just paid for itself with this mow. We finished baling. Let's go wipe this thing off. Return to sender. So we've gotten all of our morning chores done for October. And we probably just made an additional $100,000. I think the final decision is just to keep the tractor. If I have to spend $100,000 a year to keep it operating, the other tractor that we buy is going to eventually have the same problem. So I would say we'll keep it 2 more years and then sell it. It'll be worth less, but at that point maybe we'll decide if we need to upgrade or not. But to me, that's like the perfect size tractor. It's, once again, this game really kind of pushes you to do bigger tractors. But yeah, that's Return to Sender's an Elvis song. They like to push you to the bigger tractors, but there is a size limitation and a matching of equipment and field size, and that to me is the right size for this farm. It's getting close, but it really, once you get to the articulated tractors, those are a pain in the arse to operate, and so I prefer the standard steering tractors. But you could, if I bought another field or two, then I could definitely see using the $1 million tractor. What I would say we need more than a new tractor is we could use a larger harvester, because our Our 71 series is kind of like mid-size, and was a 7150, I think. Yeah. That could definitely be upgraded to something larger, but we could also make do, because the big thing is the header is not very large. The 3050 is the biggest header you can put on that, and we could go, this is a 30-foot header. You could go to a 48 foot, I think, or 45 foot. I mean, that would make a big difference. So, I don't know. But anyway, we'll be happy with the AFS Connect for now, and we're just going to keep this tractor. So, the decision has been made. All right, so let's pop into the market and see if anything that we have is hot today. October is no on the silage. I don't think we're going to sell. We're going to keep the hay and straw just because. Now, straw I am going to sell. That peaks out in December. I have the bales that we're going to sell. We've got slurry. Is not worth anything, really. We'll keep that. Wheat peaks in December. Barley peaks in December. Okay, so canola goes next month. Sorghum peaks in January. And so, yep, that's it. And silage, when does silage peak? Silage also peaks in January. So we'll do our first sale next month. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward time, and I will see you guys all next month. It is November, and we are going to take a look at the market and see what is selling in November. Not milk. No, neither of these. Those straw, no. Hay, but we're not selling the hay. We're keeping all that for our aminals. We could sell slurry, but no, not yet. Not yet. We have milk. That's going to be January, if I remember right. Yep. Wait. Yeah, January. So something was November, though. 1247. Canola could go. So the current prices is $12.55, $12.63, $12.72 at Central Exports. So that's actually peaking higher than last year. But December was the high mark, so we'll wait one more month. Let's go ahead and do it. Oh, wait. Yeah, down here. We're going to send Arthur to the moon. I don't know, man. Clint Eastwood's probably in better shape than I am. So today is the canola sales day. Let's go ahead and get our truck started up. And we're going to sell all the canola. That was our bumper crop for the year. And it looks like Central Exports, was it again? No, canola. See, and it's starting its way back down. Highest price is at Central Exports. Let's go ahead and mark that. I think that's the one that is right in the center. It's right by us right here. Should be anyway. But maybe not. That looks pretty far away, actually. That's category. Yeah, it was just under category 5, too, I think they were saying. We're talking about Helen, right? Or Helena? Is it Helen or Helena? Helen. Oops. Let's see. I don't know if canola's in here, if it's in the other one, or both. Welcome back, 44. That's 140 mile per hour winds. What? Insane. And so we are No, I think I got a bunch of crops in here. It shows that there's 4. You're probably right. In real life, they would only be single crop. I've spilt my canola on the floor. Oops. So this is only going to take like 20 trips. 4 trips. All right, I'll be back, folks. Let's run it to the store. So we made $50,000 on that first load, a little bit over 50. We had 70, and now we're at 133, so that's pretty good. Try to get them unloaded as quickly as possible so that we can not crash the market. So we're off with load number 2. I think there'll only be one more load after this. We have like 50. Well, there might be 1.5 loads. Let's take a look real quick how much we have left. I can't tell. 42,000. Oh, we'll have like 2,000 left in inventory. I'll probably just leave it. Yeah, we'll just leave it. We'll see. I won't be able to leave it. I'm too picky. We'll come back and do the last load. Dang it. So little, such a little amount. Frustrating. All right, so we still have about 2,000 liters left, which is a very small amount. I am going to sell it, but just so you guys know, on YouTube, we have hit the $245,000 mark, which is great because we haven't even sold any of the other crops yet. Now, I would imagine we'll get about the same amount of money for the barley and wheat, so probably grand total barley and wheat will be about 250, so that'll bring us to 500. The sorghum, I'm not sure how that's going to do. So yeah, we can do that, Roll. Yeah. So we'll see how that that happens, but yeah. And then we have all of that silage. That's probably going to be another $100,000 to $200,000, I think. This map lowers the price of silage quite a bit, so we won't get as much as we normally would, but it still is going to be a good profit. Plus, we have all that baled hay that we're going to sell, and we got milk that's going to sell. So we got a lot of products that are going to sell still that are worth tens of thousands of dollars. So we'll be continuing that here in this episode. So just hang tight. So we have woken up on our January 1st. We're at $246,000. We are going to... Today is going to be a big day. We need to sell off pretty much everything today. The milk's going. The silage is going. Let's see if we have on the field... I want to see if these silage bales are done. They should be ready now, but they may not be, which is going to be a problem. Oh, please be ready. Yep, these are ready. So... We got a butt ton of silage that needs to go to the sales facility. We've got about 500,000 liters of wheat and barley, along with a literal ton of sorghum. So we're going to go ahead and get started selling things. I will also feed my animals, probably off camera, since you guys have seen it a million times. Let's go ahead and get the sales done first and see where we're at financially. And then 300,000 liters of wheat and barley. And then we'll say a fond farewell to this farm. This has been a real good experience. And Farm Sim 25 being just around the corner, I'm excited to see where we go. But it is going to be a good experience. So we'll be back. 44 pointed out the giant snowman. I had nothing to do with that. This is obviously an Easter egg that's on the map. So it is January. Christmas has just passed. There's not very much snow on the ground, but somehow they still made a giant freaking snowman. Okay, so we have finished selling our wheat, and we are now up to almost $400,000. That was about let's see, we were at 270, so about $100,000 there. Not too bad. So now we're going to go sell. We have about the same amount of barley, so we'll be selling about probably $100,000 of barley, and then we're going to go for our sorghum. So we're going to keep on going. The sales are happening. Hey, the nice thing is the barley is going right next door. This will be a lot faster for this sell. Woof. right on the back porch. The only downside is I don't really have a good road to get there, but we'll take the back roads. We're gonna take it right into the backwoods. Right into my swampy yard. Hey, vintage stereos still sound good. If you could get a Anyo or Onkyo or whatever. I know her more as lady what's her name? I can't think of it now. From Downton Abbey. Probably one of her all-time best roles was her one of her last roles. Grantham, Lady Grantham. So great. She just makes me laugh so hard in that series. Her seriousness and yet sarcasm is exactly how my mom and grandma were. I mean, she is my mom, like totally, like just that, like offended when people would do offensive things, but like appropriately offended and kind of able to take it with a little bit of humor. Like she just, like her acting, I'm like, oh my God, it's my mom and my grandma. Here's the grain mill. You got through. You got him. All right. Oops. No, don't stop. Oh. The dollars don't stop. So 487.31. So $500. Let's see what a hopper full is worth. 500 plus 1300 plus. So 1350. So about 1400 per hopper. That's not bad. Now there's only 100,000 of this, so there won't be as much. Let's go and dump that other one. And I will continue selling, and we'll be back. All right, here comes the last of the barley. Rounding us up to just under $450,000. Great stuff. Next up, sorghum. So I've decided to do just 2 truckloads of sorghum. That'll take us over the $500,000 mark. I'm leaving back 60,000 units of sorghum, which is about $60,000 worth. Because we feed it to our animals, so I don't want to use that up and not have food for the animals. So we're going to leave 60,000 units in storage, or liters, and the rest of it's going to go down and sell. So we will have about $530,000. And then it's time to rent our bale picker-upper and start selling the bales. Oh, and we also got to sell the milk. There we go. We're at $532,000. Let's get the milk sold next, and then we'll put the mac away, and then we'll sell the bales. Wow. All right, so let's service this truck. So why did you sell it then? Full up. I never sell my RCs. Yeah, I guess that happens. Do you have any crawlers left, or did you sell them all? Let's see how much this is the service. Okay, so this needs $500, $1,200. That's not bad. So with running costs pretty much right on the mark at $530,000. Which airplane do you have, Royal Pilot? Let's get our gas trailer. Our Galls trailer. Ooh, close. Voluntex Spitfire. What? How big is it? Is it tiny or is it huge? Oh, this already has 26,000 liters in it. We're gonna have a lot of milk to sell. Woohoo! Milk, it does the bank account good. It's only been sitting in here for like 3 months. What could possibly go wrong with it? I think it's gonna be great, Katie Cat. Let's pick the rest of the milk up from the milk facility. And then we will drive over to the sell point and sell it. I don't know where we pick this up. I think we do it there. Ugh, I'm going to have to drive over the wood pile. Nope, not going to make it. Right, it's refrigerated. That's right. Okay, so 1 foot wingspan. Okay, so it's a micro. Really? Oh, I would drink it. It'd be fine. Of course, it's like wrecked. Hey, Jay. All right, let's get this filled up. All right, I'm going to figure out where to sell this. All right, so let's sell the last of the milk. We just crossed the $600,000 mark. There we go. $612,000 with the milk sales. Cool. So now we're ready to move over and start selling our straw bales and then our silage bales. And then, finally, we're done. Holy cow, this has been a long episode. So our first sale was like $20,000 for the bales. I've got like 2 or 3, probably 2 more trailers full or less. But, you know, $40,000 in straw, not a bad deal. We have sold off all the straw. That has brought us to a whopping $669,000. We haven't even started on all the silage yet. The silage is going to bring in big money. So hopefully we'll be able to get that done fairly quick. We've been using the truck. Has been a big help. This truck actually does do it a lot faster than the tractors. So there you go. So with this final dump, we've sold the last bales. We're ending this farm with a grand total of $887,000. An upgrade to a very nice Case Magnum tractor as our secondary tractor. And a Ford truck that I did not have to, because the mod went bad, I had to use this. I did not reimburse myself for this truck, which was upwards of like $30,000 or $40,000. I still have probably a good $200,000 of straw and hay back at the farm, maybe less. Let's just say, let's call it $100,000, and maybe like $20,000 or $30,000 of lumber. But we have all of our cattle. We've got our horses, which will be coming up for sale next year. This farm is the longest farm that I've ever run on YouTube, and it took us a while to be successful. But I would say that this farm is very successful, and we're making good money. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we say good night to Farming Simulator 22. It has been a wonderful ride. We've had a lot of fun. We've made a lot of videos, a lot of content, a lot of different farms. And we say goodbye to Spruce Mountain, which has been pretty much my favorite farm in the series so far. And we say hello to a very quickly approaching Farm Sim 25, which will be here at least on my desk, hopefully in the next 3 weeks. So anyway, those of you watching on YouTube, have a great night. Thumbs up always help. Be sure to subscribe, and we will see you with the Farm Sim 25 coverage. Those of you watching on Twitch, thank you so much for being here, guys. We'll probably see you tomorrow night, though I don't know. It depends on how things go. We have a lot of stuff to get done. I would anticipate that we are going to stream tomorrow night, but we will have to see. Once again, I have to get my house out on the market. So good night, everybody, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time. Bye.